Kick things off here a little bit. I really appreciate everyone for being here. It's, as you know, Tracy, my wife, is from Hensler, Washburn, and that's a pretty important part of this whole thing here. And so I got to embarrass Margaret a little bit. So my mother-in-law, Margaret, I'm glad you're here and for everything that you've done. Certainly, most importantly, having Tracy.
That worked out rather well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she couldn't have married better. You know, I mean, I wish she would have. But you're stuck with me, so that's the way it is.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, part of that reason I'm in this race is Tracy, as you know, is a family practice doctor in Fargo. And when this health care plan came through, Tracy said, you know, this is really going to put government between me and my patient. And in addition, they have a small business. There's 4 doctors and have about 12 employees. They're not with a hospital. They said 10 years from now, we may not be in business, just kind of concerned over this. So anyway, that's kind of got us into this deal, and we're kicking off a 10-day tour around North Dakota, and really it's meeting people. I think it's important as a representative to listen to people, find out what's on their minds, what they're thinking. So when you go to Congress, you go to Washington, and you can vote for the things that are important to them. So one of the things that I believe in is things that are a little bit different in North Dakota, and Washington ought to do things more like North Dakota does. One of the things that I'm learning here the last couple of days is in Washington, D.C., your opponent always has someone that takes a camera of you wherever you go. And so we have a tracker here with a camera from the Pomeroy campaign who is taking pictures of us to trip us up or something like that. But again, that's the way they do things in D.C. That's not the way we do things in North Dakota. In North Dakota, we balance our budget. We don't spend money we don't have. We believe in creating jobs, that small business is good. And so those are some of the things that I want to take with me out to out to Washington. I also want to introduce Scott. Scott is Paradise with our campaign. He's kind of helping organize things and riding with me today. So I guess with that, I'd certainly be open for if anyone has any questions about the campaign, how it's going, what we're doing. I'm more than happy to answer those. We've been in over like 100 parades this summer, and a lot of parades, and so that's been fun. And Tracy and Jack have been in a lot of the parades with us. But now with, again, Labor Day coming and September starting, we really want to kick off the important part of the campaign. So I was in Hettinger last night where I grew up, and then Bismarck this morning, wanted to stop in Washburn, and then we're off to Williston later today.
So how is your campaign going? Are you feeling good about it?
Yeah. I mean, everywhere I go, people are just fired up. Every day, people who have never been involved in a political campaign before say, I'm frustrated with what's going on at Washington. They don't get it. It's not like North Dakota, so I'm here. Or people have donated money to the campaign that have said, I've never donated before. In fact, I mean, obviously, money is a tough deal in this deal, especially when you're not the incumbent. My opponent has raised a little over $9 million from tax and special interest over his career, and has a lot more money right now than we do. But we have 2,400, I think it's 2,400 North Dakota people who have given money to our campaign. And so that's real exciting. And in the month of June, my opponent had 14 people in the month of June that gave to that campaign. One was Pomeroy. So that's what this is about. It's about kind of grassroots. It's about people getting involved. It's about people. If you want to make a difference, if you want to change Congress, you need to change your congressman. What people are telling me that they're kind of most frustrated about is when they look at how our North Dakota congressman is voting, and 96% with President Obama, 97% with Nancy Pelosi, and it's kind of like San Francisco's got 2 representatives and North Dakota doesn't have one. And so this campaign is about giving North Dakota its representation back in Congress. Kind of a long answer, but yeah, so it's going good. I know the TV part has started, and I've never done a statewide campaign before, so I didn't know what to expect, and so the people that have been helping me are really good, and they said, well, Rick, as soon as you go on the air, you're going to get negative attacks to you. And
And you did.
I'm like, oh no, that won't happen, that won't happen. My opponent's a good guy, it's, you know. So 24 hours later, you know, it's, you know, attacking me for Social Security. Well, of course, Social Security is a Washington issue, not North Dakota. It needs to be fixed out there. The privacy issue was an issue that came to North Dakota because my opponent voted for it. It was a Washington fix. Hopefully, they were trying to fix our financial reform. Well, we know what's happened on that recently. So